come down. London calling to the underworld. Come out of the cupboards, you boys and girls. London calling, now don't look to us. Phony Beatlemania has beaten the dust. London calling, see we ain't got no swing except for the ring of that transient thing. The ice age is coming, the sun zooming in. Meltdown expected, the weight is growing thin. Engines stop running, but I have no fear, 'cause London is drowning and I live by the river.
Hello there and welcome to episode 39 of From Then to Now, the TEW 2020 save, where we take the World Wrestling Federation from January 1992 and we try and get all the way up to the modern day. And in this episode, it's big time. We're going to Wembley Stadium. It's Summerslam 1992. Main evented by British Bulldog versus Shawn Michaels for the Intercontinental Championship, with an undercard of Bret Hart versus Ric Flair, which could easily be the greatest match of this save. Plus, Hulk Hogan defends his world title against Yokozuna. Randy Savage takes on The Undertaker. Of course, these matches you've all seen in the opening package. But I am excited for this. We also have the finals of the Bootcamp. It's not quite British Bootcamp. Sergeant Slaughter's Bootcamp. We've got the finals tonight as Kanyon, Jarrett and Jacobs go head to head in a triple threat match. We've set them up now. We can just throw one in there without having to explain it. I'm excited for this and I hope you guys are too. If you are excited, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It goes a long way. And subscribe to this channel. Less than half of you that watch these videos are subscribed, and we all know we can do better than that. Well, normally at this point I'd tell you what the venue is for the event we're doing, but we already know it's Wembley Stadium. We're not going to sell it out, we know that. I think, so we've put in a massive set. We've got British celebrities coming in, B-list. We've got a live music performance. We're going all out on this show. WrestleMania was really early on in this save, so it is one of those where this sort of feels like the big culmination of a lot of the storylines. So I'm excited for this and I hope you guys are too. So let's get right into it. 40,000 people filled Wembley Stadium. It's nowhere near a sellout, but it's a great show nonetheless. It's not going to bring in much revenue because I didn't want Wembley to be completely empty, so these tickets are all free. But ladies and gentlemen, it's Lord Alfred Hayes doing the opening today rather than Vince McMahon because, you know, we're in England. When in Rome, you know. And your opening match is the Powers of Pain versus the Blue Bloods. It's a 79 rated because Alfred Hayes in the UK is going to be pretty good. And overall, what do we get? The match itself gets a 70. A 70 for Regal, a 76 for David Taylor, a 41 for the Warlord, and a 63 for the Barbarian. And Steven Regal taps out the Barbarian with a Regal stretch. Gets a 70 overall. Gosh, goes just over 10 minutes. I think that's a pretty strong opening. For a SummerSlam, you know, it's a 70 rated match. I'm never going to balk at that. We move on. And our second match of the night is the Bootcamp final. We get a little package with Slaughter and Oakland narrating it, talking about the three men in the final and their journeys to get here. Out of the three, Jacobs is the only one who's ever been in an elimination match. Jarrett and Kanyon, I think, have always been safe. So this is the final. They've all gone here. We look back at the carpooling challenge. We look back at the obstacle agility course. We look back at the bench press challenge, the promo challenge. We've got clips from all of them, of these three guys. We've got clips of Glenn Jacobs in his elimination match against Scotty Riggs on Friday even. We hype this up. This is a big deal. The winner of this is the Bootcamp champion for 1992. Put some last minute predictions in the comments now, because we'll be finding out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Glenn Jacobs wins Sergeant Slaughter's boot camp. Kanyon gets eliminated out of this match first, because this is an elimination match actually. Followed by Jeff Jarrett second. It was an abysmal match apparently, but a 37 for Kanyon, a 41 for Jarrett, and a 40 for Jacobs gives us a 43 overall, which I think is the best match we've had in the boot camp so far. All the rest have been in the 30s or high 20s. But that is it. Glenn Jacobs has won Sergeant Slaughter's boot camp. And Slaughter comes out to give Jacobs the award. It's a little plaque. And Jacobs is celebrating. Slaughter raises his hand up. He looks away, does the whole clapping thing. Crack! Jacobs cracks the award over the back of Sergeant Slaughter's head. Slaughter goes down, and Jacobs just stands over him, staring daggers into the man who's been training him for the last 4 months. Gets a 65 rating, because yes, we are going into, it's been said all along, that the winner of the boot camp will face Sergeant Slaughter at the next Saturday night's main event. So that is confirming Jacobs versus Slaughter, Saturday night's main event 32. We then get another hype package for another storyline which has been going on since WrestleMania. And it's High Voltage of Owen Hart and Koko Beware against Satoshi Kojima and Yoshinari Ogawa. So the package kicks off with the with the WrestleMania start of it. High Voltage beating Haku and the Barbarian, celebrating. Then the Mike McGurk interviews, when they get beaten down at WrestleMania, not able to work it out. We get little shots of the hospitals, all of the seeds that were planted along the way, which now, in hindsight, are very obvious. And then we get to their match against the Samoan Savages, where they thought that they had dealt with the attackers. All the way through to King of the Ring, when it was revealed it was Yoshinari Ogawa and Satoshi Kojima, who were of course the two fans in the crowd at WrestleMania, which is also shown in this package. And since then it has just basically been brawl. Hogan's been involved, Yokozuna's been involved, because of course they have a match later on tonight. But it's been great stuff. It's been a 37 rating. What does the match get though? I'm a little bit nervous about this match, because you know, if this match was in Japan, I reckon this match would bomb. It would be amazing. In England, in the British Isles, I'm not as certain. And it gets a 63. You know what? I'm not going to complain about that. But in the end, it is Fuji-gun who pick up the victory, when Satoshi Kojima pins Koko Beware with his sit-out spinebuster. Owen Hart was the best performer in the match with a 62. 52 for both Ogawa and Kojima, with a 50 for Koko Beware. And it is High Voltage built this entire thing up about them getting their revenge. But in the end, they weren't able to. Now, of course, if any of you know how WWE normally booked at this time, you can probably work out where this is going. I'm not going to spoil it for you. A 63 rating though, not too bad. A quick match which was never officially added to the card, but has been built up over the couple of weeks. It makes sense having it on the card as a bit of a breather. Razor Ramon quickly beats Bob Backlund, goes just over 7 minutes, with the Razor's edge. I still haven't changed that. That's going to really bug me. Razor's edge. There we go. 46 for Backlund, 36 for Razor Ramon. Obviously, neither of these guys are massive pop in the UK. Admittedly, Backlund is doing a presidential storyline. That's not going to be massively over in the UK anyway. But a 44 rating. Not too bad. Well, actually, it is pretty bad, let's be honest here. Backlund, of course, is declining. We know this. But if he's still pulling out mid-card stuff, we can keep using him. And also his promos are funny. They're funny to act out. His whole presidential shtick. We then get the hype package for Hogan and Yokozuna. We show the tag team match at one of the Saturday night's main events, which got Hogan the title shot. We then show Bulldog's King of the Ring victory and his challenge for the IC title, which leads to Yokozuna challenging for the WWF title. We then see the build-up with the High Voltage and Fujigun stuff from earlier. We see that all intertwined here as we lead up to the point where the triple powerbomb is the final shot we see of the package. It's the Hogan, Owen Hart and Koko Beware hitting that triple powerbomb on Yokozuna. Gets a 100 rated promo. I've deliberately put this match deep into the mid-card because I am worried this is going to be crap. But it's actually not. It's a 75. Been 12 minutes and 44 seconds. With a banzai drop, Yokozuna is your new WWF Heavyweight Champion. We can imagine the final sequence. It is all about Hogan using the tactics he used on Haystack on Friday, because that's what worked against the bigger guy now. He wasn't able to hit the body slam on Haystacks. Week before, he wasn't able to hit the body slam on Yokozuna. But, so he keeps going for the big boot, which does stumble Yokozuna, because, you know, it's a massive boot being put into your face. But he's not able to keep Yokozuna down long enough to hit the leg drop. Essentially, that is going to be the story we tell throughout most of the match, is that whenever Yokozuna gets down, Hogan instantly tries to run to the ropes to hit the atomic leg drop. But by the time he comes back, Yokozuna's already on a knee, or stirring enough that it's not going to hit it. And in the end, it is Yokozuna who picks up the victory, and we have a new WWF Heavyweight Champion. 81 for Yokozuna. For Hogan, a 53 for Yokozuna, but this is going to boost him massively. He's just beaten Hogan. And boy, am I going to have to pay Hogan a shit ton of money for this, because he was not happy with this result. Team title match as the Legion of Doom defend against the Miracle Violence Connection. We'll have the Legion of Doom make their motorcycle entrance they did in real life, but no doll. No goddamn doll. But in the end, it's the Legion of Doom who pick up the victory by DQ after they're attacked by the Blue Bloods. We saw them early on Friday, who they refused to help them when they were getting beaten down by the Miracle Violence Connection. We saw them earlier today pick up a big victory against the Powers of Pain. Well, the Blue Bloods are essentially, I'm going to put this out of kayfabe, they've essentially put their case in to get a call-up, to get a permanent call-up. But we'll find out how good they are in America. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be good. They're still very good technical wrestlers. They probably won't get in the mid-70s. They'll probably be in the high 50s. But I'm excited to see them. I guess it's 71 overall. Legion of Doom made defense number 2 of their tag team titles. And the Miracle Violence Connection have their rematch scarpered by the Blue Bloods. So you can imagine they're not going to be happy either. So that's 2 big matches over the next couple of months. Savage and Undertaker get a quick feud recap. Savage, it shows all the stuff pre-WrestleMania. It shows Savage at the commentary booth. Savage being attacked from the commentary booth, leading up to Savage returning as Hogan's partner at the Saturday night's main event. An 80 rated segment. It's been a fun feud to book. And this is the end of it, because it's Savage who gets his win. He conquers the monster. Randy Savage defeats The Undertaker in just under 22 minutes, literally, with a flying elbow drop. Gets an 82 rating. Great stuff. great, great stuff. Which leads us into our final two matches. Which I hope, this match should be the greatest match of the save so far. But I also know we're in the UK, there's every chance it's not. Bret Hart versus Ric Flair with Dusty Rhodes at ringside. And JJ Dillon at ringside really is, outside of the ring, is very much a throwback to the 80s. We cover through the Dusty and Flair feud, the Hart and Flair feud, all of the intertwining storylines which have been going on for the entire year essentially. What rating does this match get? Oh fuck! That's a 97. They have great chemistry. What the fuck is Barry Horowitz doing here though? Oh no, I did put that. Holy shit, I did accidentally put that. Well, we're going to work that into a storyline. Improvise time. Well, that'll be explained on Superstars. Because we're going to pretend like I meant to do that. But a 97 overall, a 95 for Bret, a 98 for Rick. But it's a screwy finish because Barry Horowitz comes out and hits Bret with the ring bell while he's trying to escape a figure four. We'll have JJ Dillon one end, distracting the referee. Barry Horowitz comes up, attacks Bret. He's out. Referee sees he's out and, well, basically doesn't bother questioning it. Who is the referee for this match? Danny Davis. That's bloody ironic. The former Hart Foundation heel referee is the one who completely misses Bret Hart being knocked around the head with a bell. But a 97 rating. And the best part is, so if you look at the Road Agents notes, take the Barry Horowitz stuff out of it, I used the tainted finish. So I deliberately almost, not sabotaged, but I deliberately was like, okay, I don't want this getting the full rating it could, because I was expecting this to be a high 80s. So I was like, okay, but I wanted to leave it open for a rematch in America, which I still have done, and if it's a 97 rating here, oh boy, what's it going to be in America? Bulldog and Shawn, you've got a lot to live up to. But the Bulldog makes a massive over-the-top entrance. He looks like a massive star. Gets a 67 because I made it slightly too long. I made it 5 minutes because it had to be 5 minutes, which is really annoying. Gets a 67, and the match gets an 83. Okay. Look, after a 97, it's very difficult to get excited for an 83, even if it is the main event of the pay-per-view. And it is the British Bulldog hitting the power slam. This is no sneaky roll-up finish. This is Bulldog definitively defeating Michaels with the power slam. The Bulldog is your new Intercontinental Champion. An 88 for Bulldog, an 82 for Michaels. That was a great show. And a 93 overall. Okay, so it's not quite... It wasn't as good as Mania. We were also in a different country. The fact that we managed to get a 93 rated show in a country with a lot less popularity. Like, if this wasn't free, this would have been like 18,000 people. That's how low our pop is in Britain compared to America. Like, if this was still in America with the free, we'd have had over 90,000. So the fact we get a 93 in this area, because a lot of our stars also don't have as much pop over here. I'm excited to see where this goes. we've got our pay-per-view schedule for the rest of this year, or ESPN schedule, because this was also on ESPN, sees 2 more Saturday night main events in September and October, leading to Survivor Series in November, and it's not going to be a Saturday night main event in December. I'm telling you that for nothing. It's going to be a big special end of year show, because that's also going to be, is it end of season 1, or do we keep season 1 going until WrestleMania 9? Oh, I'll leave that for you guys to decide when you think season 1 ends. But either way, what a goddamn show. But let me know what you think, because that is what's more important than what the game thinks. I want to know what you think. What matches did you enjoy? What feuds did you like? Because a lot of these feuds are done now. Savage Undertaker, done. Bulldog Michaels, done. Yokozuna Hogan, maybe not done. But actually, no, I think that is done, actually. The Bootcamp is over. That's what's insane. Like, so many of these storylines which we've been playing on for months are gone. So let me know what you think. And let me know what you're excited for next. Because we've got to start from ground zero again. Because our next big show is WrestleMania. Let's get into it. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.